in you. But guess what? I also learned how to love me too. Kings and queens, you're now watching KG3 TV. It's your girl Brittany, and I'm back today with another video. And yeah, you just heard it. You heard that little bit. I know I sound a little rough, y'all, but I'm sick. Anyway, but that's what it's about. When you're loving someone else and you learn how to love yourself in the process. And that's what we mess up at. So today, that's all I came to talk about. Ladies, we are masterpieces. We were created to be a masterpiece. And sometimes we are just missing a few pieces. That's it. We're missing a few pieces. We're a piece away from being a whole masterpiece. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. You have to learn to love yourself. Love yourself first. And it's okay if you get with someone who helps you find that, because I've been there. I've done that. You feel me? I've done it. But in the process of loving people, I've also learned how to love myself, because I realized that I don't know how to give 20%. I don't know how to give 50. Like, all I know how to do is give 100. And a lot of times when you're that type of person, you don't get it back. You don't get it in return. But in the process of it, you learn a lot about yourself. You're taught patience. You're taught discipline. You're taught loyalty. You learn the real meaning of love and loving yourself. And when I say that, because when you're loving, sometimes we love other people so much that we forget to love ourselves. You should never put more into a person than you're putting into yourself. And if you put more into them, that person should be reciprocating that same thing. It should be coming back to you. Meaning, if I put all of this into you, if I'm constantly speaking into you, if I'm constantly lifting you up on a daily, you should be getting that back. And just in case you don't know, women who battle with self-esteem issues, know that you're enough. Know that you're enough. Do not let a man compare you to the next woman because she has more money. Don't let him compare you to her because her body is built a certain kind of way or she dressed a certain kind of way. Just know that you're worthy once you set the bar, because you set it in your life. You set the bar in your life. Once you know what you're worth, make them meet it. Do not drop down. Do not feel like you're less. Do not start to act like you're less. Just because I've seen a lot of times, we want to be called queens. A lot of us want to be called queens, and I said this in another video. When have you seen a queen get off her throne? I wait. When? So don't step off of your off of your pedestal. Don't step down and become anything or act anything less than a queen, because that's who you are. That's who you were created to be. And if you're with someone who does not value you, they don't know what a queen is worthy of, then leave. Allow them to leave. Sometimes you are in the middle of your blessing. You block your own blessing. And I can say that because we get in relationships and we stay with people who don't give back what we put out. We love people who are not loving on us. We speak into people who are not speaking into us, and that's not love. Whatever you give, it should be. Love conquers all. It conquers all. You should never be in a place where you're putting into a person on a daily and you don't get anything back. It's give and it's take. It's give and take. And if you're constantly pulling and you're constantly pulling and you're constantly pulling things out of another person, at some point you get tired. You got to stop, and you got to love yourself, and you got to know that you deserve it just as well. Just because you were in a few failed relationships and it didn't work out, or you may have been in a marriage or 2 or 3, some of y'all, and it didn't work out, that still does not mean that you're worthy. You're a work in progress, baby. You're a masterpiece. You're just missing a few pieces, and you deserve everything that your heart desires. Never let anyone make you feel like you're not worthy. We were created to be diamonds, and that's what diamonds do. They shine. And just because, even when it comes to us as women, remember, just because another woman is shining, it does not dim your light. Keep shining. You do not have to, and you definitely don't have to dull yourself down to try to make someone else be better or feel better. At the end of the day, be who you are. Be who you were created to be. If it's that soft, loving, gentle, caring, affectionate person, don't let someone stop you from being that just because they broke your heart or they didn't know how to love you. And a lot of times it's not that people do not love us. what you need to understand is that they're incapable of loving you the correct way. You get to choose how you want to be loved. You set the bar in your life. You set the standard. So if you accept a guy beating on you, of course he's going to think it's okay. If you accept a guy cheating on you, of course he's going to think it's okay. You set the bar in your life. Your standards are yours. And at the end of the day, it's your life. If they can't meet them, then they need to skate. It's just that simple. Remember what you're worth. You don't deserve anything less. And even if your standards seem crazy, they seem wild to another person, that's fine. It's not their life. It's yours. And you deserve to be loved the way you want. And I'm at a place in my life, I have a lot of people who love me. Like a lot of people who love me. But a few of them are incapable of loving me the way that I need to be loved. And there are levels to this love thing. Y'all got to understand. You hear me? You got to understand. You can't just love me the way that you're used to loving other people. That's not what I tolerate in my life. I'm sorry. And that's how we should all be. Like, it's okay that you love me, and I'm glad that you love me, but love me that way over there. Like, from afar. Stay over there and love me that way. But as long as you're in my life, you're going to love me the way that I know I deserve to be loved. You're going to give me all that I deserve and more. And that's all it boils down to. Ladies, be a masterpiece. Be a queen. Be that diamond. Keep shining. And do not let anyone, any man, any boy, any girl, any woman, any cat or dog tell you that you're not worthy of getting what you deserve. You were created to shine. You were created with worth. You were predestined to be who you want to be, who you are. You were created to be more. Do not let anyone drop your value down. Remain who you are. Love yourself. And just because they're incapable of loving you the way that you deserve to be loved does not mean that you do not deserve it. Sometimes you have to love the wrong person to know how to love yourself the right way. That's why I said that in the song. I found love in you. I don't know who sings that song. But I learned to love me too. And that's what it boils down to. It's okay to love people, but love yourself first. And if you don't do anything else, my kings and queens, keep going, keep growing, and keep glowing. And I'm out.